Hello, and welcome back to Bard College. Here we are in session of our new campaign, where currently our heroes are trying to mount a daring escape of Helios 7, the Stellar Concord detention/research facility. Upon refusing to cooperate with Commander Rast Sindrel and Captain Arden Creel, the party who were observed to be leaving the Valethirian incident, a partial sundering of Elaroon, the party have basically kicked right off and started freeing prisoners left and right. They took care of the Iron Six, the soldiers who they first met aboard the Civil Resolve, and with a few prisoners not making it, not least their initial Thrycreen friend and a recently discovered GIF person, they are trying to make their way out before Lieutenant Brachis Jaw catches up with them. Will they make it? What else will they discover along the way? We will find out. I think it looks like we're at the top of the turn order. That seemed like a sensible way to leave it. Ina, you are stood in the corridor, almost completely concealed in what you hope is a temporary veil of smoke, a cold chill representing the fire suppression system, which has been recently activated. There are chaos. There's chaos and noise. You know vaguely the direction to go. You were last flanked by Dee, the prisoner with the metal arm, who insisted on you also freeing her fellow prisoner, Latch.
Yeah.
But their voices start to fade in your mind. Your third eye is open, and your awareness, given that your two eyes are now free of other stimuli, it is your third eye that does the seeing for you. Can I ask you to make a spellcasting ability check?
Yes. I just need to roll with my spellcasting ability, right? So it's like an intelligence roll.
Intelligence, sure.
A 9?
A 9. Your third eye illuminates for you the way to go. Still present in your mind is the outline of the corridor that you find yourself in. It's strangely quiet. The chaos and violence of this encounter just seemingly fades into the background, allowing you to concentrate. What would you like to do?
If all I can focus on is the way I've got to go, then that is what I'll do. Like, I'll travel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So can I dash? It doesn't seem really in the spirit of this to be able to dash, does it?
I would say that given that your vision is obscured, for most people, this would be difficult terrain. However, with your extra sensory perception, I'll allow you to move at full speed, but I will not allow you to use the dash action.
Fine. So, can I see or feel that Kryn is there?
Oh, as you walk forward, you can hear the familiar heavy breathing of Kryn. Absolutely. His 7-foot odd dragonborn frame is unmistakable, even as an outline as you approach him.
I'll pass him, but I'll grab his arm and be like, coming this way? But go past him.
As you reach past him, in where you just land, your foot stops as you approach quite a large body on the floor.
Ugh. I'll crouch down, see if I can see who it is in this smoke.
As you crouch down and the smoke begins to rise, you can see roughly the outline of a hippopotamus type creature, a gif you may have read about, heard about, perhaps never met one in your relatively cloistered lifestyle. However, this particular gif seems to have been holding a weapon of some kind. A stubby but robust looking firearm.
Okay. I would look around a bit nervously, but maybe see if I can pry it from their hand.
Oh yeah, you can. The cold grip of the GIF releases the blunderbuss without any trouble.
Cool.
You can add that to your inventory if you want.
Can you remind me what the rule is for swapping guns and things like that?
Swapping guns and things like that. What do you mean?
Well, I also have a laser pistol that I got.
Yeah. So if you're currently wielding a weapon, you can bonus action change weapons.
Okay.
Or you get a free object interaction. So picking up the weapon in this case hasn't cost you your action.
Yeah.
Just to come in there, Dan, I think the 2024 rules are if you use the attack action, you can freely swap your item to be what you want to do.
That is some old bullshit, that is.
I believe what it is.
What is 2024, man? It's a win button.
But only when you're doing it as an attack action, you can swap to that weapon. You can't then swap all around what you've got in your hands after that, I don't think. But I'll double check for you.
No, it's all right. Yeah, I mean, if you say so. I know they've tweaked a few things.
When I search on the compendium for Roll20, I can't find a blunderbuss.
I don't know if it's part of the free. Hold on. It may be part of the Eberron. Yeah. Just add an item called blunderbuss. You may not be able to wield it. Sorry about that. I think everybody else could do it except you. I wonder if you could add something similar. Yeah, you can add a shotgun, which is in the free basic rules. It's more or less the same thing.
Okay. Shotgun. Yeah,
Add that.
fine.
Okay. So you've wandered down the hall. You've picked up a weapon as a free action. The smoke is still quite thick. What are you doing?
I think I'm not doing anything else. Can't see anyone. I'm trying to get out. I think that's it for me.
Do you want to hold an action in case of a particular eventuality that you anticipate?
Sure, I'll hold an action to shoot someone if
Shoot someone.
I don't want to hold an action.
Careful.
Okay. Twilight is down. Oh dear. You don't see Ravana, but she, a bit slower, a bit of an elderly prisoner, seems to have found herself between Corvin, Brannock, and Brachis. So I think she is going to actually have to flee in the opposite direction. You've been cut off, Ravana, I'm afraid. Yeah, that is that. Kryn, you're up. You feel Ina brush past you and crouch in your vicinity as she picks up a weapon.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where we got to the last session, if I was still trying to open this door for this prisoner I'm next to.
I don't think we successfully opened the door.
Yeah, I think I either tried and failed or I didn't have an action. I'm not sure if I actually took an action to do it or not.
Yeah, maybe you just got there. You seem, everyone was kind of running in a direction.
Yeah.
So what you, as you kind of up against the bars, you can see this lizard folk creature who seems to be taking this fire suppression system kind of in his stride. Kind of looks up as you approach and kind of shrugs. Says, "I hope you got a plan."
Yeah, I'll say to him, let's find out if it's your lucky day. And I'm just going to use my activated Radiant laser blade situation, and I'll attack the lock like I did last time. Where are we? So let me just double check. I think there's an extra 5 to this if I've used my feature. Imbue weapon. Yeah, so I'll just make this roll and add 5. A 14?
14 will hit the lock mechanism, yeah.
Alright, let's give it a shot. So this will be, I'd use, oh no, I'm holding the shield, so it's one hand, and I'd make it radiant damage.
So 4 radiant damage?
4, yeah.
Yeah. Sparks fly as you apply as much force as you can to the lock. It's damaged, but it's still intact.
Okay, so I'm looking around here. I've got Zam, I've got Ine. I don't see O2, do I?
Not from your current vantage point, definitely not.
Yeah, so I think Corinne just maybe just like looks around, assesses that, and just kind of still got time, so he's going to wait there to see if he can attempt this one more time.
Okay. Well, it's Brachis' go. Brackus is going to use a bonus action to throw a box, like a control box, open near the door, and he pulls a big lever. He decides against progressing blind into a prison riot without being able to see. As he does that, the smoke is sucked through the grate in the floor. So all of that, you now becomes visible. In front of him, Otua. 1, 2, 3, 4. Otua, you see this hulking brute of a lieutenant kind of thrusting down the corridor, shoulder by shoulder. All of the electronics and infrastructure of this detention block look like toys in his wake. As he extends his grip towards you, I would like you to make a charisma saving throw. Okay. As he goes to grab you, his hand, like, you are a small human, and this is a big Goliath. His hand goes to reach down, and you saw what he did to the Iron 6 soldier, and he goes to do the same thing to you. And just in that moment, his hand slows down, and you can see the smoke dropping through the grate around him, and it sinks to almost a complete stop. And you can see to the right of you, Brannock and Corvin, they look like they're about to jump him, and they kind of go into a pounce and just freeze in time. You hear in your mind, psionic anomaly detected. Interference. Designation Calypsico. And then you hear a We've found each other. You weren't going to leave without saying hello, were you? Brother. What do you do in that moment?
Oh, there's a lot going on there. I mean, Otua's probably like, there'll be a lot of confusion, and is thinking, is it this Brackus's brother? Whose brother could this possibly be? But you know, it's he's obviously got this huge fella in front of him. So
I will say that as he lurches over you, what really, from your perspective that I can see on the map, the thing that you can see is an open doorway behind Brackus. It seems to be, with that 19 saving throw, unless you have advantage, do you have, or is it just a 19?
Unless you want to give me advantage.
No. With the 19, it's almost like you can hear the voice emanating from down this corridor. unsettling as it was, that seems to be where it was emanating from.
Sweet. Terrifying.
What do you do?
Oh, it's Brax's turn. I can go down there if you want.
No, yeah, but it seems that Brachus has stopped and you haven't. The turn order exists in time, and that seems to have totally stopped.
If I can run past him, is he still looking at me as I?
It looks totally frozen.
So yeah, just try and head for the door.
Yeah, you can use your full movement. I will let you use your reaction, if you will, to do this.
Sweet.
Is that your full movement?
That's full 30 feet, I think. 60
Okay.
squares.
As you use your instinct and run towards the voice, you pass through the threshold of the doorway. You speak Kythorian, don't you?
I speak all the languages apart from one, I think.
Well, at the threshold of this doorway, you can see the phrase Block F, maximum security. So Brachus he kind of recombinates with normal time and reality, and whoosh, misses his attack on you because you're no longer there. He looks around briefly, and he can see these two are about to jump him, so he's going to use his remaining attack to step up against Brannick. And if my Roll20 will give me the stat block back, please, thank you. We're going to do a shock maul attack on Brannick. And we're going to roll very high and absolutely murk this aggressive dwarf. For 19 damage. Boom, that was one of his two attacks, but his other one missed against Otua. That's the end of his turn. 9-6 are down. Thrixie, the small gnome character, kind of advances 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She is going to use her movement an action to dash. And you can see she is looking as she kind of steps over past you guys between Talon and Ina. She looks up at this blast door that has been sealed since the fire suppression system came on. And the door seems to be malfunctioning. You see her kind of trying the handle, and there's just a few sparks. And she says, the pressure, there's an imbalance. Oh God, we might be trapped. Otua, it's your go now.
Quick question. Brannock and Corvin, did I recognize them or did they recognize me?
In the melee of this prison escape, it's really hard to tell. I'm going to say if they did, you didn't notice.
Cool. So Toa's going to carry on heading down this corridor into the maximum security area.
Mm-hmm.
And can't see anything much there, so I'll just keep walking along. And
okay, you you go past, on the right-hand side, you can see the warden's office. On the left-hand side, you can see an industrial steel door. And it looks like it is sealed with a kind of a turning valve. And it says danger. Kind of XXX.
Well, I don't want to go in that room. Can I use my free action to try and open the warden's door with my key card?
Oh, given you have a key card, usually it would be an action to interact. Yeah, I'll give you free. Yeah, you can do that. I'll give you that. You swipe open the door, and you see Commander Sindril calmly stood with his hands behind his back, as if he was expecting you. He says, the anomaly. I hypothesized there was some connection between you. Seems that you're drawn to each other.
What do you mean? Drawn to what?
There's another here in confinement, like you. I care not about the prisoners you have released. I care less about the Iron Six and Brachus's thugs. I had hoped to re-establish a working relationship with Kryn, but as he is not amenable, I'd like to make a deal.
Okay, I'm listening.
I will let you and your friends live. I will call off the reinforcements that are going to arrive in a matter of seconds. If you allow the other staff in this facility, myself, and our most valuable prisoner to remain in situ.
So we can leave if we just leave you guys here be.
We have important work to do. We did not anticipate this planetary malfunction that you clearly have something to do with. But I will not let that be the ruining of my life's work. We have made so much progress. If you destroy this place and take him with you, we may never know how to harness the power that is inside you. I can see the scarring on your left arm, yeah? That's how it starts.
How what starts? What do you know about this?
More than you realize. Do we have a deal?
So you're going to release me and my friends and all those others we've let out because you don't care about them.
I will
and go
have
on
to
our merry
maintain
way.
certain appearances, and your escape will be reported to ComSec. But I will choose not to file those reports until you've had ample opportunity to escape to whichever corner of the Black Meridian you choose.
It seems like a fair deal to me.
Excellent. Well,
oh, one more thing. All that stuff you took off our ship, I want it back. I heard you guys looting it.
I'm afraid there won't be time.
Well, put me in the direction of the Witterquick then.
If you continue your progress along the corridor, my associate will show you the way. And with that, he kind of leans into a transmission device on his collar. And I'm going to add somebody else to the turn order. He says, Vera, we have reached an accord. The second anomaly is standing down. Please ensure his safety. You just hear or you see the transmission device glow. Oh, hold on, I've got the wrong bloody thing here. There we go. Come on. Okay. So you've had more than a quick chat with Commander Syndrel. Do you have any movement left or anything else that you want to do?
The only thing I would have tried to do, the door with the danger.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it's solid. You said, didn't it? It's
it's like it's not got a key card entry.
I was gonna say, has it got some prisons have got the slits that you can look through to check on the guys out, the prisoners out going in.
You know, this one doesn't even look like a cell door.
Okay. No, that's it. That's fine. That was lots.
Okay. From further down the corridor, after that transmission, you see a grey-skinned elf step out into the corridor, and she gestures for you to enter the room that she just stepped out of. Okay. We have the other prisoners making their way. Dee Dee comes up behind Talon. Can you hear my cat wailing? For goodness sake. Right. Her and Latch are going to act at the same time. I think they're going to try and get this person out together. So I'm just going to make a couple of checks. Yeah, they did okay. They both set about opening this door. They're going to need a little bit of a hand, but you see Latch slips her hand around to a mechanism, and Dee Dee uses her mechanical arm strength to kind of lift the bars. She's struggling, but she's kind of just got purchase. So Zam, to the left of you, you've got Kryn trying to smash the shit out of a lock. To the right of you, you've got two people trying to lift the bars. In front of you, you can see Ina and Talon making progress towards Thrixie, who seems to have her way blocked with this malfunctioning blast door. What are you doing?
I am going to go and help Kryn with the lock.
Sure.
And I will move
How do you do that?
slightly. Where's Kryn? Oh, he's there. Oh, I can't move my token for some reason.
You can't move your token?
No, I can. I was being daft. I'm going to use the cantrip poison spray on the lock to try and melt it and hopefully bypass it by melting.
Okay. Where do you aim your poison spray? We've got it at the mechanical part of the lock or the electronic part of the lock?
If there's like a mechanical bolt like latch system, then I think he'd go for that rather than the electronics. You know, if there was like a hinge on a door, you'd melt the hinges rather than.
Have you tried this before?
No.
No. Okay. You. What does it look like? Zam's poison spray attack.
It would be like a sticky globule comes from his hand and like globs onto the mechanism and is like slowly like dripping and oozing.
Now, it's poison damage that it does, right? Poison spray, surely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So as Zam kind of extends his kind of globule like hand towards the lock, the chemical reaction on the mechanical part of the lock doesn't seem to be affected. If this were acid damage, it might. Poison damage, not so good. That was your action. Do you have a bonus action or anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Then the boys are going to be trying to lay into Brachus. The boys being Brannock, Slaghammer, and Corvin Stroud. They are going to try and subdue Brachus with various grappling attacks. Stop his progress. But they both rolled absolute shit. So one of them, of the 4 attacks those two could do, one of them's hit once, which is not good news for you guys. For only 3 damage. Yikes. Brachus is tough. You also have an unseen pursuer who Zam slowed down earlier.
Oh god, yeah, I forgot about Marshall.
Yeah. Now we have Talon. Talon is going to look towards you, Ina. Hello. I'm Talon. Thank you for launching this rescue. Do you mind if I borrow that?
What does he want to borrow? My big shotgun?
Uh-huh.
No problem. I don't know how to use it anyway.
Thank you. I'll return it, I promise. And then he says, Thrixie, move out of the way. And as he does that, the blast door's integrity is slightly fractured, and you can see water start to come through. It's like a dam that is partially burst.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Shit. This place is really flooded quickly.
Maybe you didn't know how to use it either.
He throws you back the shotgun. That's the end of his turn. He'll use his other attack to reload it, but and throw it back to you. So now it's your go, Ina.
Can I see Brachus?
He is currently being accosted by Brannick and Corvin, but the size of him, he's at the other end of the corridor. Yeah.
I will have a go at trying to shoot him with my laser pistol.
Okay, it would be a disadvantage shot past Brannick and Corvin.
Okay, fine. This 6.
A 6. You throw backwards, and you are. Would you say that you are careful to try and not hit Brannick and Corvin, or are you too panicked in this situation? Why does Ina miss?
I think she's never shot a gun before, is why she misses.
Oh, cool. Then why she miss? So she extends her hand and presses the trigger, but you can see, being a laser pistol, it's like flashing red. It needs a cell, a battery cell. As you misfire, Latch turns around. She's like holding this barred door. She looks at you and she kind of gives you like what the hell are you doing? And she throws you a battery cell for your pistol, which you can catch as a free action.
Okay. Can I put it in the gun?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Is that the end of your turn?
I think... I can reload my laser pistol as a bonus action. Sounds like what I've done, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. As you do, it goes...
I will move this way because this place is getting flooded, right?
There's water coming out of the cracks in the blast door.
Okay. I'll take a few strides forward, but that's it.
Okay. Ravana is elsewhere. Bryn.
Yeah, I'm looking at this guy. You better be worth it. And I'm going to try again. Because it looks like we're about to need all the help we can fucking get. Okay, that's a 13 to hit.
Yeah.
That's one-handed. Oh, 11.
Oh, yeah. You jam. It kind of like... Zam has to withdraw when he realizes the damage isn't working, and you jam this laser sword through the lock, and the bars are just thrown upwards. And this lizard folk... I am Morak. Thank you. How the fuck do we get out of here?
I look over to the blast door, which is now flooding. Evidently, there's just a flood on the other side of it. And then I'll look down the other end and go, we've got a Goliath to get through first. And hope that he will join us in trying to escape.
Weapon?
I've only got my blade on me, so unless there's some sort of debris or maybe a broken... prison gate bar or some detritus or anything?
It doesn't look to be anything obvious in this cell. Could you, John, roll me a d20 and add 3?
Okay. That is 11.
11. Okay. Cool. I get. Is that the end of your turn? I guess that was your one attack, or
Yeah, I'll move back out into the corridor to give some space, but
yeah,
we're kind of holding there now.
Cool. Brachus is still going buck wild with his shock maul. Yikes. That is another 13 damage on Brannick. Brannick, now you can see, so unsuccessful with these two prisoners with their last attacks. They're exhausted from adrenaline. They've been going like 2-on-1 on this massive Goliath, and Brachus has barely broken a sweat. With this attack, so devastating as it was, it's a straight chin hit straight into the bottom of the dwarf, who is raised up into the air and sent flying 15 feet backwards and is now prone. I really do hate the Roll20 symbols. And then Corvin, does he get an attack for his trouble? Oh, of course. A crit. For 20 damage, which is also massive. These two are really in a serious way. As Brachus, having launched Brannick down the corridor, goes for that signature attack where he grabs Corvin Stroud's head. And I will say, for 20 damage, he drops his shock maul, the long-shafted, electro-enhanced maul that says Unity on the side. And he reaches into Corvin Stroud's mouth and pulls out one of his metal teeth and casts it on the ground. And he just says, "Scrapjack scum." We go to Morak, who you just freed. He looks down and he's like, Brynjolf. Poor bastard. I know he's always pecking, though. And he goes over to Brynjolf and searches the Gift's body, and indeed finds a concealed pistol. And he will load it up and get ready to fight. Thrixie, she looks at Talon, be like, I wouldn't recommend damaging this door any further, lest you're all going to get washed out into space. What do we do? There's nothing Thrixie can do from here. Otua, we're back to you on the adjacent corridor.
Did I hear the blunderbuss followed quickly by the laser pistol?
Oh, yeah, you can still hear the fracas going from round the corner.
I thought you said you let us go. I can still hear the fighting.
Oh, yeah, Syndrel's not even had a chance to get out of his room yet. He's been calling off the reinforcements as he promised. That would have been obvious to you, I think.
I think he would generally, like, he said to go see the elf, but he knows all his friends are down there, and all the escapees. So I don't see why I wouldn't keep up the fight until they stop fighting.
Makes sense.
So Brachus is still hexed So let's shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
Okay. I'll give you advantage because it's from behind.
Sweet.
And he's not expecting it.
24?
That hits.
That's 11 force, and then the hex is d6, I think. Now, plus 1 psychic.
So 12 in total. Yeah, as you extend your hand, this orange, kind of gleaming, shiny firearm that seems to like materialize in your hand lets off this orange blast, goes through the door, and glances off the back of Brachus's armor. He lets out a frustrated grunt. Oh! And he like kind of looks back.
Much else I can do with bonus actions. So, can I just, the doors next to me there, are they just cell doors?
The door to the right of you, it looks like, well, they both look quite industrial. The one just south of you says danger, as you can see beneath you, and it seems particularly warm from there, and there's loads of pipe work that is coming out. The one to the right is more like a maintenance kind of cupboard. Doesn't look too imposing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll not do anything further then. I'll just end my turn.
All right. With a thrust, DD manages to get the bars fully open. Gav, would you roll me a d20 and add 3?
8.
8. Which is a very good roll right now, because that means they're going next. Come on, too many people in the turn order right now.
There's a few, isn't there?
Yeah. Where the hell is Latch gone? Oh yeah, she's there. Weep. Okay, so Didi and Latch free this huge orc. This orc seems to have more cybernetic enhancements than Didi does. It looks like this orc might be a victim of some experimentation, as he looks injured, but he's also got like tubes coming out of him that seem connected to like metallic components that either seem to be grafted onto him or part of him. And he kind of limps forward. Bloody oath. It's fucking chaos in here. And he kind of slips under while Latch's knees almost buckle. Thank you kindly. My name's Uzok. Not that we're all going to need much more than our names. That's all they need for a gravestone, at least. That big fucker's still coming. Yeah, that were they don't have much to go off here. Latch, Didi, Uzok, Morak, they've all been freed, but you're all kind of crowding up this corridor now. Next, this grey-skinned elf kind of holds up her hand towards you, Otua, as if to petition you to stop. She goes into her transmitter, and suddenly you can hear, everybody hears over the tannoy. By order of Commander Sindral, Brachus, you're to stand down. There has been an accord. Zam, what are you doing?
I had a plan until you did that. I'm just going to stand the other side of Ina and ready the poison spray cantrip. If Brachus continues to advance on the group, I'm going to attack him.
Zam ever heroically stands in front of the party, ready. I don't want... this is what you've heard. I don't want to dictate how everybody responds to that, but there is a chance now for hostilities to be at least subdued. What would the rest of your characters do now in this situation?
I would like to hold a spell targeted at Brachus if he disobeys the order and continues to fight.
Ina?
I think she would not hold a spell, but wait to see what happens, like watch Brachus very carefully.
Okay. Go to it.
I guess he would probably, seeing that he stood down, obviously don't really want to. No, I think he would head back. He'd head back up the corridor to gather the others and to tell them what's gone on and that we're leaving.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do, folks, is close the turn order because we have... Oh, sorry, Zam, you were readying a cantrip. Are you following suit? Are you kind of just waiting to see what happens, or is there something you would do in response to the situation?
Yeah, no, he's just ready to see if Brachus engages or does listen to that order. But he's wary of that, of course.
Okay. We're clearing the turn order. You see, all of you, Brachus kind of look up to the tannoy speaker. And he's still got hold of Corvin's skull. And he kind of looks down at his maul and just throws Corvin away like some disused, discarded trash. Almost lands on top of his compatriot, Brannick. He picks up his maul and puts it back. And he kind of folds his arms and flexes and cricks his neck. And then he turns to his left and he looks down the corridor at you, Otua. I owe you one.
Better luck next time, big fella.
Can I shout down the corridor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good boy. Go back to your master. Do as you're told.
You heard him. Off he pops, darling.
Is anyone thinking about what has stopped this? If they're letting us go, there must be a cost.
Don't worry. I struck a deal.
That's what I
You're
was
not
going to
here,
say.
are you? Are you here to tell us that?
Well,
He was making his way back.
Yeah.
You struck
That's
a
it.
deal?
That's what I was going to say, yes.
Yeah, I met up with Commander Syndril, and he says that as long as we don't blow this place up, which we're just trying to leave, so I can't see us doing that, he'll let us all go.
At this point, DD steps forward. It's a bit fucking late for that. I've already armed the explosives.
Well, maybe we'll get on to my ship super quick then.
Can go. We have a few minutes.
And at that point, I think, yeah, we all run.
Yeah.
Run. And if we go past Brackus, you know, nice cheery waves and yeah.
Okay.
Gestures.
I'm not going to move all the tokens, but Brannick and Corvin are in no condition to come with you. They are mortally wounded, both of them.
Do I recognize
and if you need to escape quickly, you ain't going to be able to take them with you.
Do we recognize the scrapjacks? Can I see that they've?
Oh yeah, you nearly step over one of Corvin's teeth. Like these are scrapjacks.
There's probably no time for them.
They don't really hear you over the pain. Like Brannick's like basically knocked out. He's like concussed, and Corvin's just like holding his face, like bleeding.
Could I, as we pass them, given that we accept there's not enough time to take them with them, but to give them a fighting chance at survival, could I use 5 points of my lay on hands on Brannick as we pass, since he's the one that's unconscious?
Yeah. He's not quite unconscious, he's like concussed, but as you lay on hands for 5, he kind of looks up. And the mitt that he was wearing kind of slides off. And he just gives you a thumbs up. And he just says, "Oh, don't worry. Me and Corvin will survive another round with him."
Good luck. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so as you come round the corner, I'll move you all just we will just say instead you've got DD, Latch, Talon, Morak, and Uzok. I'm not going to move them around all the time, but we can just say that they're with you now, if you don't mind. Yeah, as you come down the corridor, and out comes Commander Syndril. He nods to Otua, but addresses Corinne. Looks like some of your new compatriots are more reasonable than you.
Little chance for reason in a situation like this, Indros.
be that as it may, some people are able to rise above their instincts. Maybe it's the Brondaki in you. Still, my analyst, Vera Kane, will escort you to the ship. I think, my human friend, you will have something that you will quite like to see before you leave. He goes down the corridor.
Are we doing a break?
Oh yeah, totally. Time's just totally passed me by. Apologies. Yeah, we can break there if you wish.
It doesn't. If there's a better time coming up.
No, it's totally fine. It's a good time to break. So 20 minutes.
Cool. See you in 20.
All right, see you then, folks. Hello, we are back. Seemingly through a bit of parley with Rast Sindral, Otua has negotiated a ceasefire. All it will cost them is them not perhaps liberating a particular prisoner, and Rast Sindral has promised to delay his reporting of the would-be fugitives and the prisoners that they have released. Corvin and Brannock, in too much of a bad way to join them, you guys are now in the maximum detention area, and Sindral, with his elven analyst, kind of offers you, specifically Otua, a insight into the weight of the bargain that you have made. What do you do now?
Well, we're rushing, so I'm guessing we're following as quickly as possible to get to the ship, get to the Witterquick.
So you can move your tokens up. You do. Dee does say you have a few minutes, but we shouldn't hang around. And Sindral stands kind of tall in his kind of long black leather jacket. He doesn't really wear the rank of commander anywhere. You get the impression that Sindral is used to working in the field, and that is perhaps where he made his name. And this elven analyst is not an astral elf. Someone that would stand out to you, Ina, as definitely of your kin, but not of the ascendancy, which is rare in your mind. You've heard of other groups of elves, you've read about them, but they're usually ancient.
Maybe they're leading us, right?
Yeah, you now see the elf kind of gesture into an open doorway. Well, I can't hear you at all now. Sorry.
Oh, not at all?
No, I can hear you now, but it was just too far away from your mouth, I think.
Oh. As I got closer to this elf, I think I would try and gauge if she was at all friendly.
Make an insight check.
Yeah.
A crit?
Well, I'm not rolling with advantage. It's 21.
Oh, okay. Well, 21 is still very high. As you approach the analyst, you can see on her name tag, her name is Vera Khain. VEYRAKHAIN. And you were trying to incite how friendly she is, and the very complete answer is not. She holds herself with a steely coldness, whereas Commander Sindral is willing to roll up his sleeves and negotiate with the enemy. You feel that Analyst Khain hides behind a veil of pure judgment. And she looks down on you.
With not loads to lose here, I think I still will take a punt and say, excuse me, I'm sorry to ask this. I just have to know, where are you from?
she looks over her data pad at you and just as if to say, well, fine. And she looks at you and she says, why? Do you plan on destroying my home world as well?
We didn't do that. That wasn't us.
She does not believe you.
No, you sort of look a bit like me, but different.
Not too much like you, thankfully.
No, of course not. So, I'm so sorry I spoke. I think Sam, what were you calling me?
Do you all go into the room that you are being shown into? Okay.
No, I'm going to gesture that Vera goes in first. I've been told to go into a room first before and was locked in, so.
Huh.
Vera shrugs and steps forward.
Oh, I think I might have accidentally locked the door. There we go.
She would stand at the back, giving you guys ample room. If you're all going in, I'll describe what you see.
Yeah, I'll go in. Can I stand in the doorway? Would that be allowed?
You're either in or you're out, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm in.
Okay. The door closes. And you hear Rast Sindrel's footsteps return. Or go down the corridor, fade into the distance. What you see before you is an observation chamber. Similar, Otua, to the one that you were in on the other side of the detention block in the research facility. However, this is not in the research facility part, it's in the maximum detention part, and thus you are viewing this observation cell between thick layers of shatterproof glass. You also see some technical equipment suspended from the left-hand side that used presumably to collect samples. It's quite menacing. It's got lots of protruding needles and edges, rotating saw-like structures. It's monstrous, really. Strapped to a console-type gurney in the middle of the room, raised to face you at an angle, you can see the face of a very old astral elf. He looks weak. His eyes are pure white marbles sunken into a leathery grey cracked skin. His hair is long and white, straggly, almost falling out. You can see a lot of his scalp. I won't make you make a check here, but this is easily the oldest astral elf you've ever seen.
Why? Why is he here?
Vera walks up to the glass. Well, this is our first ever resident. Tharavol Duskwain is what it used to be called. Didn't you? Old man. And she like bangs on the glass. And you see he doesn't respond so far as just kind of gurgles to himself in his subjugation. You see, at least he was Tharavol Duskwain. I think he stopped being that a long time ago. About 100 years.
Why is he here?
Oh, you don't think that the Concord would let a weapon freely parade around the Black Meridian, putting planetary safety at risk, do you? The Ascendancy was completely shattered through this man's actions.
You think that he's responsible for the sundering?
Think. This is one of the most dangerous beings in the entire Meridian. His psionic readouts are impossible. We've been working with him for, well, since the Ascendancy signed him over to us. We run and oversee some of their colonial assets that they can no longer maintain control of without their homeworld. And we get to learn more about what happened. You've been acting pretty strangely of late, old man. What secrets are you keeping from me?
No. I look around at everyone. No, we're not. We're not doing this. Right?
We appreciate the history lesson, Vera, but even a welcome as amenable as this has run its course. We were due to leave.
Kryn, I'm telling you, no, we're not leaving this man behind.
You think she's just going to let him come along as part of the crew?
Vera laughs. I'm sorry. Your captain made an agreement.
He's not my captain. I've known him for 2 days.
I'm sure if you wish to remain aboard, Commander Sindrel would find you some accommodation.
No.
With how strongly does Ina feel in this moment?
Like 95%.
Okay. Then I will
Very strong.
ask you to make, when you say no, I want you to make a spellcasting ability check at advantage. I'm going to tell you that it is a DC 17.
Okay. On my sheet, it says the urge spellcasting is +6, but my intelligence is +4.
Because you're adding your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so I need to basically. I'll roll my intelligence, but it needs a
Just
plus
roll a
2.
spell attack.
Okay.
A natural 20.
No, because it's 14.
What?
A dirty 20.
A dirty.
I rolled a 14 plus intelligence plus proficiency.
So a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Well, that beats that. I told you it was a 17. You did it.
Yeah.
So when you say, no, we're not leaving him here, your third eye opens and Tharival Duskwain's wrist locks, his bondage on this console, they unclip.
Great.
Vera does not notice this. She's looking at you.
Okay. So I'll try and keep talking at her. So, how do I negotiate him off the ship?
Oh,
You're
that's a
not
good
working
point.
with him. You've got him prisoner. Look at him. He's been tortured.
We have tried to extract as much information, as much data as we can out of him, lest we cause another sundering. I'm going to get, if you're going to just keep her occupied chatting, you can roll a deception check.
Okay. Yeah, that's a 9.
Okay. A 9 is a success at a cost. The cost is that Vera will keep talking at you. And she will put herself between you and the door. So that's the cost. You've maintained the deception. She hasn't noticed what she has but you have lost the advantage of your position.
Okay.
What do the rest of you do? Or, how else does this scene unfold? You tell me.
Grin just darts out a series of glancing looks and almost like mimics glancing over at his watch just to signify the pressing of time and that this place is about to fucking explode.
Zammo to it.
Do we notice, obviously, that Ina's third eye is open? Do we notice that and something's happened?
Yeah, Vera was stood facing you. You all saw Tharival's binds come undone because you were looking in that direction, all of you.
Can I cast? I'm going to cast minor illusion on the glass. Now, when I cast it, it's because it's a illusion spell. I can do it with no verbal or somatic components. So, can I make it look like the glass just shatters, like a big, 5-foot shatter across all the glass?
Absolutely. I will ask Zam what he wants to do at the same time. You guys work together often. When one of you is about to pull the trigger, so to speak. So Zam, how do you can see Otua, just a look in his eye, when he's going to cast a spell. What are you going to do?
I'm trying to think how this would make sense. So he's going to shatter the window as a distraction to get her attention. So I think as the shatter goes off, I'd cast enlarge reduce on our astral elf captive to make him smaller. That is a massive wall of text in VTT.
Ooh.
Okay, so where the glass is going to appear to shatter and not actually shatter, you are going to shrink Tharaval into a small creature?
Yeah, so my thinking is that it says that they weigh an eighth of what they would at full size if you shrink them. So I'm gonna I've not got a cloak, but if I had a cloak, try and get him into the middle of the group is my plan. But obviously that starts with shrinking him and then moving him into, because there's 14 of us in this room or something, isn't there?
Oh yeah, we've said that the other prisoners are with you.
Yeah. So I want to
move that
kind of penguin huddle him into the middle. It's like a Looney Tunes cloak on his head.
But his bonds are free, but there is still a door and a glass
okay.
a glass window between you and him.
Right. Then I will cantrip the message. Use the cantrip message, and tell all the other people in the room that's what my plan is, and kind of move over.
I think message only works on one target.
I'd do it to her.
Okay. So you would say that you're going to try and get him out?
We've done a similar snatch and grab type of hide the jewelry heist before. So in the message to him, I would say, do you remember that time at Selenos Prime? We'll do that.
Get her to unlock the door. Think there's a problem. Gotcha.
Selenos Prime. Someone write that down, because now that's a world.
Cool.
Okay. So, Otua, you. In fact, I think when this action happens, we'll say you cast the minor illusion to make it look like you're breaking Tharaval out. Zam is going to head to the door, but we are going to have to, at this point, roll initiative. I'm not going to add all of those other people into the initiative just yet. I will do if it becomes necessary. But yeah, otherwise it'll just slow the game down. So please, roll away. Make sure you highlight your token and should add to the turn order.
Oh,
I didn't.
Mine doesn't
Absolute
do it.
losers.
Mine doesn't do it from Roll20. I had it selected.
That's fine. I can just add you, and you should be able to edit your.
Yeah.
And so too as well.
Greg.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Right, I'm just going to put you in the right turn order. I'm just going to roll for Vera now to see where she appears. It is a d20 plus 2 for her. I'm going to roll it in public. That's 14. What's your dex, Zam?
14.
Yeah, same here. So just roll these. Roll D20 for me, please. Roll 17.
Wait.
4. Wait. Okay. Otua shatters the glass with his magic, and in fact, Zam, because you were poised, O2 has kind of had his surprise round go. I'm going to give you a surprise round go, and then we'll start at the top of the turn order. So, Zam, what are you doing right now?
So the door's still there?
Yeah, it's just minor illusion. He's used it on the glass. There's a door to the left. You can see it on the map.
Oh. Right, I'm going to dive in there if she's distracted. The shatter goes off. Oh, look at the shatter. And then I'll just duck in the door.
Yeah, when the bonds of Tharavol were opened, so was the lock on this door.
Move in till it like auto closes, or can I close it behind me? Or
you can use an object interaction to close it behind you.
Yeah, I just close it behind me. But I'd wink
You should be able to do that yourself.
I wink to O2 as I slip through.
As you shut the door. Okay, now we'll go to the top of the turn order. Ina, what are you doing?
I maybe I don't know how she's reacting, do I?
No, you have the drop on her, so it's up to you to act.
I'm gonna cast flee command on her. And get her to flee.
What kind of saving throw does she have to make?
She has to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, she's good at that. Let's see. Oh, are you kidding me? I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. I'd prefer you to say, are you kidding me? And be like, oh, I've rolled really badly, guys.
Yeah.
I wanted to roll badly.
Can I ask? This might not be applicable at this point, because maybe it has to be on your turn. But could another player interject a heroic inspiration on like a roll that an enemy is making, or does it have to be that it's your go?
Usually, inspiration is. Do you get to re-roll? I mean, I don't know. This is.
I'm not 100% sure how it is with. Yeah, if it actually changed something to do with.
I will tell you what. I gave you all an inspiration in the last game, didn't I? Yeah. And if I will, I know that you can't get someone to re-roll a saving throw with inspiration. However, if you, if two of you sacrifice your heroic inspiration, I will let you do it.
Done.
Yeah, and me.
Okay, then I'll re-roll. I'll roll it in public so you know. It is a +4 to this roll. What's the DC?
It is 14.
Okay, let's see. Oh!
Yeah!
She fails.
Get lost, bitch.
So you command her to flee?
Yes.
Okay.
So she has to...
Use her turn to get as far away from you as possible.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just fine.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can do?
And then I want to go and join the effort to help get her out. Get him out. Oh, I can't get through that door. Do I have to open it? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is your turn. It's now Vera. She's failed her command roll, so she's going to open the door. And just kind of like, she kind of just goes limp for a second. And then,
Just got to dash.
yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, she gets quite a way away. All right. Good play. That's her turn done. Zam, you are in the room with this elderly creature.
So my thinking is, if I cast reduce on him, and it reduces their weight by an eighth, he can't weigh more than 80 kilos, so he's going to weigh like 10 kilos.
Yeah, he's extremely thin. He barely weighs, probably weighs like 6 or 7 stone at the most.
Then I will do that. I will cast that spell on him, even though it is a level 2 spell. Just for ease of portability. And I'm gonna scoop him up.
Cool. Yeah, he seems like an invalid. And he offers no resistance whatsoever as you scoop him up.
So he's like it's like taking a kid to bed. Like he's tiny in my arms.
Yeah, totally.
And I'll turn to Ina and say, "This was your call. We've got to go now. Like now."
We're going.
And I'll make my way.
Okay. I will say that usually when you carry somebody, you move at half speed, but because you've reduced him to very light, I'm just going to take 5 feet of movement off your speed.
Cool.
Because you're being careful. You see what I mean? He's a very old man. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay.
And just while I've speaking, the difference in heroic inspiration is in the new rules it can be any dice roll. Old rules was a d20. New rules is any dice.
So you can re-roll damage if you roll a 1 on you.
You can re-roll damage.
Yeah.
Is it just your rolls, or can you impose it?
Rolls,
okay, right. I'm with you.
Just your rolls, and it doesn't have to be a d20. It can be any roll.
So you can't do it on like an enemy save for your.
Okay. No, that would be broke.
It's extenuating circumstances.
Very gracious of them to allow that.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
For the plot.
For the plot.
I mean, it's that or lock you all in here until Brachus is ready. It could still happen. Otua.
So I'm going to recast Minor Illusion so the shattered glass will disappear. I want to put on an image of the elf back onto where he was before.
Easily done.
I mean, it's only 5 foot cube, so like maybe like if you can't quite see his feet or something like that, just to if he's taller than 5 foot.
Yeah, but it's a matter of perspective. From far away in the glass, if you cast it on the glass, it would be a less than 5 foot image. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, happy for you to do that.
And then like, just come on, guys, let's. What? I'm gonna yell as they're going out the room. Where did she go? Why is she running to show us the way to the ship so fast?
You can make a deception check at disadvantage because that was shit. I'm not always generous. Oh, fuck off.
Hey!
22 at disadvantage. Okay.
I don't know what the second lot was. I don't know why that happened, but...
Yeah, no idea. Fair enough. That's your turn. Corinne, what's up?
Okay, I'm gonna just go for the exit. This is not the early retirement plan I had in mind. I'm going to sort of make it to the corner and keep watch. I've got a bit of advantage from either side here. Did we kind of get an idea of which way the Whittaquick is now we've been instructed? We were being instructed to leave.
Can't hear you then.
Kryn, as you come round the corner, you can see just about here, I hope. Can you see where I'm indicating?
Yeah.
It says docking bay above that door.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Yep, okay, yep. I'll hold dodge action.
Dodge action, okay. Ina, what are you doing?
I'm gonna run. A dash. Six.
Are you going to close the door behind you or not?
Oh, the one. Yes, I would do that. This one. By where that we got Tharavilla from. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do that, don't I? Oh, you've
You've done it.
Thanks.
It's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Okay. Done. Uh-oh.
Now it's Vera's turn, and the effective commands just last a turn, do they?
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
I think they do. So at this point, she turns round, having been met by Officer Analyst Kale Saray, the person who was investigating, examining O'Toole, and Marshal Graven Drosk. And Vera says, "They've reneged on the deal. They're escaping with the Hollow." So she's just basically, she's not a combatant, but she's
Grass.
a grass. Yeah. O'Toole. Oh no, is it Zam next? Sorry, I've skipped
Yeah,
some.
I've not done.
Sorry, I don't know how that happened.
It's
Zam,
okay.
you're up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'd just be like to the group that we've got around us, like, I want to be the middle penguin.
Mm-hmm.
And get them to all cause a visual blockage, I guess.
So I'll give you a stealth check at disadvantage. Advantage, because you're surrounded. I'll give you a stealth check if you want, just to see if anyone targets you in the next turn.
Soft 20.
Oh no, yeah, you're good. You are huddled in there. In fact, the hollow sinks into your partially gelatinous form to be even more concealed.
Like a kangaroo pouch.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
A little pouch. Nice.
Okay.
Can I take an action to dash?
Yeah, you can. Just remember that movement speed is reduced by 5 feet. So. Rightio. Kryn, Ina, and Zam are making a run for it with the others who are in tow.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna try and release this door to the docking bay.
Yeah, there is it's an airlock, and without clearance, it's going to be a manual job. It was going to be, it's probably going to be an athletics check. You wouldn't smash through this airlock with 20 turns of combat.
Well, I'll shout out that we need clearance. I don't know if in game not meta that because someone had a card, didn't they? Someone was handed the clearance, so I'll shout that anyway that we need clearance, but I'm still going to try and open it, so I'll make the athletics check.
Sure. It's a DC 18.
Oh, how about 5?
It is without clearance. You're in manual mode, and that is tricky.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do?
That's it for now.
Okay, then I'm going to add the analysts are not going to be added to the turn order. Although Vera is, I'll make Siree go on her turn. I am going to add Graven Drosk finally. Gav, you have been he's been pursuing you for a while. I want you to roll a d20 and add 2, please, if you would.
8.
That is Graven's place in the turn order, which is pretty good for you. Okay. We're back to Ina. You can see this contingent of analysts and the security marshal coming around the corner, Ina.
But we can't get through the door yet.
No. Or at least Corinne's tried and it hasn't worked.
I am gonna fuck it, cast chromatic orb at the analysts coming around the corner.
Okay.
First level. Oh, but it wasn't a crit, was it? It wasn't with advantage.
No, a 7 will miss, I'm afraid.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else I can do apart from I can't help Corinne, so I just wasted that. Thanks.
Okay. Goodness, this is tricky for Vera because she's not a combatant, but she does not want you escaping with her life's work, so to speak. So she's going to put herself in harm's way. She is going to shadow step behind Ina using her using a method of teleportation that you have seen before. And she's going to use Data Spike. So it's a +4 to hit. Ina, does a 16 hit you? It does.
Yes.
Okay, then it is 1d6 +2 psychic damage. No, not 6d6. Goodness.
Jesus.
Oh, it's 3 psychic damage as she jams like an implement, like a surgical implement, into your shoulder, and she says, "I won't let there be another sundering." Okay, that is her turn. Oh, sorry, moved Zam then. Zam, you're up.
I have not got a clue what I should be doing. The door's not open. We're kind of getting into a fight. If anyone could open the door, it's O2, but he's right at the back. He's going after me. I'm carrying someone, so I've not really got any actions.
You've got a hand free. Like, he's not a large. It's like carrying a heavy piece of equipment. You have one hand free.
Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to attack the person that's just attacked Ina.
Attack Vera.
Vera, that was it.
Okay.
Oh, 7.
7 does. I mean, I'll let me help you out here to be tactical. She's just engaged Ina. If you were to move behind Vera, you'd get advantage.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Flanking rules, eh?
Yeah.
So I'll take the 23, which will hit.
Cool.
It's been a while.
14 damage.
14. With Spine Splitter?
Yep.
Yikes. Very much not a surgical implement. You jam this scrapjack weapon into the kind of lower back, and she lets out a scream as she almost falls onto Ina.
Get away from her, you bitch!
End of your turn?
End of my turn.
Oh, to her.
That's 10 foot of movement. 20, 30, so 30 foot will get me around next to Corinne. Is that close enough for me to use an action to try and open the door?
Yeah.
My key card?
Yeah. So you see Corinne struggling with the manual release. And what do you do?
Oh, just like, step aside, Corinne. You need one of these bad boys. And just, like, swipe the card on the part to open the door.
This blast door opens and you can see a small airlock chamber with another door.
I've used all my movement and my action. So I get, is that a marshal, that guy?
Yeah, you can see Marshal Gravendrosk.
I
He's a big, scary-looking orc.
I don't know what she's talking about, Marshal. He's still in his cell.
The deception check made the people previously on the other side, or you didn't alert Commander Syndrel, but certainly in combat with Vera, with your friend just having nearly smashed her in two with a axe, he is not going to be open to your convincing. Is that the end of your turn?
That is.
Cool. Well, now it's his turn, and he is going to come up to Corinne. Bear with me. Got a stat block. Oh, yeah. He pulls out a mag hammer, which is like a gravitational hammer. If you've ever played Halo and you've used the grav hammer, that's the kind of shit that he's just pulled out. So he's going to try and attack Corinne with it. Hold on. Corinne, does a 17 hit you?
I don't think it does, actually. No, it does. Just misses.
Okay, he's going to try his second attack. As he, comes over with the grav hammer and it just misses on the contact. Good. I rolled complete garbage. Seems as though the grav hammer, with the opening of the airlock and the slight change in pressure where you are, it just kind of disbalances him or unbalances him. So yeah, both of his attacks miss. Great. It's now your go.
Awesome. I'm going to try and shove this motherfucker out of the way. Okay. So I'll go with my athletics. Essentially the same as a grapple, isn't it? So it's just a 10.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20 again. With with a crit success, you try and shove him, and he ends up using your momentum against you in like judo style, and you end up on the other side of him.
Oh, damn. Okay. Actually, I mean, that would have saved anyway. But isn't the new rules now the lame way, where it turns your shove into or you grapple into a DC save rather than a contest?
Oh, that might be true, actually.
I think you would have still rolled to save it anyway, so you still would have succeeded. But I just realised. Which I hate, because that's way more lame. Like, I like the contest.
Contested rolls are so much more fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'll be like you'll have like a DC that
Yeah, it'll be like my strength plus proficiency or something like that. Like,
yeah, fuck that noise. We're just keeping contested
lame.
rolls.
All right, well, I've still got some movement, so judo counter aside, I'll try and just about squeeze my way through. I'm not going to get very far, but 2, 3, 4. I'll sort of, I'll have to wait at the next. I can just get to the next doorway. Is this one's also closed at the moment? Does it need the
this
airlock?
one is closed. It's an airlock. However, if you leave Graven's threatened area, he will get an attack of opportunity,
for sure,
which he's gonna. Okay. This time he rolls better. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
With his mag hammer. Bear with me. Take 8 force damage as you kind of try and escape his grasp, and he smashes you on the back of the head, and you kind of stumble into the airlock.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting there for everyone to make it through as well.
Okay. Ina.
I am going to take the dodge action and get myself into the airlock as well, please.
Yeah, he's already used his reaction, so you go past him and he can't. Wielding that hammer, it kind of slows him down.
Cool.
However, Vera can use her reaction. If you took the...
I took the dodge action.
Took the dodge action, that means that, you don't provoke attack of opportunities, sorry.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, cool. No, that's a disengage action, sorry. Not the dodge action.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Disadvantage.
Sorry, that is what I meant to do. Disengage, dodge.
Disengage rather than dodge.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then that's fine.
Thanks.
Okay. Well, now it's Vera's turn. She is going to do her data spike. Hold on. Okay. She's going to do it on Zam. A 9 doesn't hit you, does it, Zam? No. Okay. She like plunges her like implement into you, and says, I won't let you take him. And she just plunges her fist into like jelly, and she like goes back. What are you? And it's your turn, Sam.
I'm going to follow in Ina's footsteps and disengage and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5.
Okay. Otua.
Well, if it ain't broke, disengage action. I go running through the door and presumably use my key card at a terminal there.
You use your key card at the terminal and it flashes red. Think about what you're trying to do.
Kryn, Kryn, you need to close the door behind us.
You could have closed the door on your way past, right?
You could have.
Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I try and close that door. Oh, I've got no actions now.
You've got no actions now, I'm afraid. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I'll stand at there to take the hit.
Cool. Yeah. Gravendross is going to step in the airlock. And he's going to use his cleave ability with his grav hammer, which means Ina, Zam, and Otua, you need to make a dexterity saving throw DC 13.
Can I use some heroic inspiration?
You may.
Or would that just mean taking that number 9 there?
I'll let you re-roll it if you just roll a d20 and, or just roll it once.
Well, it's set to just do the roll.
Okay. So you use your inspiration to get a 21. What did other people get? Zam got a 7.
I got a 7, but should I use mine to do the same thing?
That's up to you.
It's probably now or never, isn't it? Yeah, I'll follow suit.
Okay.
14.
14. It was a DC 13, so that was a good choice. And then Ina succeeds. So Gravin races in with this grav hammer overhead into the airlock, and you all just manage to get out of the way. It's as if this is an experimental weapon that he's not really used to using. But that's the end of his turn. Oh no! He can only use that once instead of his 2 attacks. That was a cleave ability. So Kryn, you're up.
Okay, what I'd like to do is I won't move my token just because it's on top of everyone, but I'll go over for the kind of the close button for the inner airlock door, and on the way I'm going to say to what was his name? Is it Gravos? Dravos?
Gravin.
Gravin. I'll say to him you can come with us or stay with your friends. Last chance, as I'm about to punch the airlock door, and I want to see if he's going to stay with us or if he's going to take the opportunity to, because he's stuck in this airlock with us now. You see what I mean?
Sure. I'll give you a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay.
Come on, John. One time.
I don't even know what I want, but I just want to make him choose. 18.
18. You can see he's been swinging this grav hammer, and he's tired and he's frustrated. It won't be obvious what his course of action is until his turn.
Okay, so but I need to close the airlock on my turn, because next turn we need to go for the other door. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if he wants to use a reaction to decide or anything, but if not, he's going to be stuck in here with us because I'm going to punch the door now.
That will be apparent to him.
Okay, I'm going to punch the door. He's closed in with us.
Okay. And the door closes. Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
Yep.
Ina.
You need a key card to open it, right? I don't think
There is a mechanical option, or another, however you might think. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, I'll try and open the door to the other side then, if it's possible for keycardless me to do it.
So what, you're going to try and manually do it?
Yeah.
Sure, just make an athletics check.
Oh. Yeah, that's a 4.
You're trying. The pressure hasn't yet equalized, so it's really stiff to get this door open. Is there anything else you want to try, or anything else you can do, rather?
No, I'm pre-strapped for bonus actions. Thanks.
Vera goes up to the kind of window that you can see on the door, and the lock is engaged, and her demeanor changes as her pet project, her life's work, is about to slip away, and it's muffled because it's through a door. So I'll have everybody make a perception check. Kryn, do you want to make it? Yeah. 21. So Kryn and Ina, you are the ones who hear this. Not 20 for Kryn as well. Excellent. She shouts through the door. You don't know what you're doing. He's too dangerous. You'll doom us all. Zam, you're up.
I'm gonna hold action and attack with Spine Splitter on the Marshal if he is aggressive towards us.
Okay.
That's in the Marad.
Otua.
Can I give Vera the same salute that Twilight gave earlier, when he does a big old and then flips at the bird through the window?
Sure.
And then run over to the other door to open the airlock?
Yep, you can do that with your key card.
Does the Marshal attack me while I do that?
He doesn't.
It's not letting me unlock it.
It's not letting you unlock it. I can do it.
And then,
as the airlock opens, you're kind of all blown back while the pressure equalizes. You don't need to breathe. You don't need equipment to breathe in space when you're in proximity to a spelljammer. And this, for the purposes, these intents and purposes here, a space station would be the same thing. But there are 2 spelljammers in front of you, Otua. As the door opens, on the left you have the Hammerhead class ship, the Civil Resolve, which is a battle cruiser. On the right you have your smaller but speedier Witterquick.
I'll use the rest of my movement to get down there, and then hope someone else makes a decision for me.
Hey, you're the captain, man.
Well, how long would it take? I assume I would know how long it would take to go on board a new ship and I can't think what the word is, but to align right with the spell jamming helm.
Attune.
That's it.
You would need to make a quick getaway in the Civil Resolve. Somebody familiar with consec controls.
Oh, if only we knew anyone who's been in consec before. Can I I suppose I don't need to bonus action like link, but I'll just. Corinne, do you think we'll all fit on the Whittaquick, or should we? Can you fly that thing over there?
I can fly that.
It would be a tight squeeze for everybody on the Whittaquick. Not impossible though. Now it's Drosk's turn. He moves through you, given that he's not being hostile. I'll allow him to move through you. Oh shit, hold on, I need to make the Whittaquick part of the background.
Ooh.
Hold on. Change layer, map. There we go. Marshal Drosk comes up to you, Otua. I ain't letting you go anywhere with my baby. If anyone's going to be driving her, it's me. And he hops aboard the Hammerhead.
Oh.
Corinne, you're up.
All right. I mean, I will follow suit, and I'll just dash to use all my actions to get up there as well. If that's looking like the one we're using.
Very good.
Unless there's objections on the way past, I'm open to objections.
Ina.
I will also follow suit. While I'm leaving, I'm like gabbing away in Rindorian to Tharavel, just trying to blindly reassure him, if he can hear me, that everything's okay.
Yeah, just make an insight check.
Yeah. $20.
It's funny, you like speaking Rindorian to him, you're trying to say that he'll be okay and that you're going to get him out of here, and there's no verbal response.
Okay.
But you feel a clarity of thought emanating from him. And he just turns to look at you. And he just holds your gaze quietly. He kind of looks through you almost. It's kind of eerie. He's definitely alive in there.
Yeah. Okay. As I rush past, I'm jabbering away to him. I very quickly say to Zam, "Leave this door open, right?" And I think I can dash because I haven't used my full action, so I can also follow onto this ship. If that's what we're doing.
Okay. Feyre's just using her turn, banging on the door. She can't open it because the airlock's open from the other side. Zam. You're muted.
Zam is furious. He is marching down this gangway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he is screaming at Otoa. It's always the gold with you, isn't it? You want to steal the ship. How are we going to fly the ship? Do you know how to fly the ship? I don't know how to fly the ship. But oh no, we'll go on the ship. One of their crew's already on the ship. You think this is a fast ship? And then he's going to carry on as he goes past. I'm going to use the dash action to get onto the Whittaquick and be like, it's always gold with you. That ship could not outrun a GIF covered in treacle. Get on here and we can be gone. It takes 2 minutes. Come on.
Well, the first mate is not giving up the wit quick without a fight. Otua, you stand between two options.
I assume like DD's gone. DD gone past.
Yeah. Well, they're obviously not in the turn order, but I'll get their tokens here. There is a lot of them to fit on the wit quick, so if you end up splitting the party, we can discuss how. You could fit them all on the wit quick, but there would be speed and room penalties. You wouldn't be able to keep everybody kind of happy. It'd be like having 12 people in a dinghy. So.
DD, how long do them explosions happen?
Oh, I don't know. Like now, and as you say that, you hear a massive explosion coming from the far side of the detention block. The detention block is cast into red alarms, and you hear detention block integrity compromised. And that just repeats over the tannoy as Helios 7 sustains a critical amount of damage.
There you go, Marshall. You might want to see to your colleagues back on the spaceship. We're leaving. I'm gonna suggest to the other group to go with Ina and Kryn onto the Hammerhead, and as Otua heads to the Witterquick.
This is one of the most egregious examples of splitting the party ever. But yeah, cool. So, given that the Helios 7 is sustaining critical damage, Gravendros goes to the Spelljamming helm. He is saving his own skin. He's getting out of here. You see the Civil Resolve kind of engage its like massive engines. It's got this deep silvery purr like an Aston Martin V8 engine, and as it just floats gently as the Spelljamming helm is engaged. At the top of the round, we're going to decide where the other people go. Kryn, what happens at this moment on board the Silver Resolve for you?
I think that as the Marshal goes for the Spelljamming helm, Kryn will commandeer his weapons. You know, he's not going to let him hold his weapon while he's escaping with us, and just do whatever else to just ready the ship and help aboard whoever is jumping on.
Sure. Okay, we're at the top of the round. Now, we haven't been party to the other people, but I'll tell you that Talon, Dee and Latch absolutely have to stay together. They are all seemingly bonded in some way. They would prefer not to go on the Civil Resolve. They would prefer to go on the Witterquick. So that's what they'll do. Talon, Dee, Latch. Morak and Uzok are less bothered. They just want to get out of here.
Are we missing a gnome?
Oh yeah, where's Thrixie Pindleweed gone? Where is she?
I'm assuming the other
she's by the door.
The other creature wasn't brought back to us because she went running off up the corridor.
Oh yeah, no, she unfortunately she chose to hide from Brachus, and she was cut off from you. Thrixie would go aboard the Silver Resolve. She also has credentials, it seems. And there we have it. Are we both going our separate ways?
Bye guys, see you in the other galaxy.
So my thinking is this: is like obviously as a player and for the contingency of the game, like we'll join up and everything. I've no problem with us joining up and reconciling and stuff. But narratively, in this moment, Grin is happy to get out of here with Ina, who's his top priority to make sure she's still alive, and he's aboard a consec ship which he's familiar with and is more well armed to get the hell out of here with a hostage and allies in tow. So there's nothing really stopping him.
It makes total sense, guys. I'm not complaining. But I'll tell you what will happen at subsequent sessions is that we've basically got two parties where Ina and John will play Enethe and Kryn. Kirsty and John will play Enethe and Kryn, whereas then Gav and Craig will have to play either Thrixie, Morak, or Uzak, and we can continue with that. Or we stay aboard the Witterquick, and that's more difficult to pull off. That is more difficult to pull off.
Everyone getting on the Witterquick?
Oh no,
I see.
What I'm saying is you have chosen really to divert the campaign in half. Could
we be like still escaping together? Like we don't necessarily need to go in different directions.
You don't have to split up. You could still stay in tow with each other. It's just it would be difficult to
proximity wise.
It depends because you might have divergent interests. So I want to have that option open because it may not make sense for the Witterquick and the Civil Resolve to go bombing around the Black Meridian together. I'm open to that possibility. That's just the way things have happened. Let's yes and.
I didn't want this. I didn't choose this.
I love this.
I thought everybody was laying me up to go on the Civil Resolve. Like, hey, do you know how to fly this thing? Does somebody else want to choose which ship? Hey, do you know how to fly this? Like,
do you know who's done it? It's the Jelly Man.
No. I blame Craig, right?
I also blame Craig.
If didn't choose.
If Zam and O2 are Han and Chewbacca and they've been going around for the past 5 years getting up to no good and stuff like that, there is no way in hell that they would get onto an Empire ship. Think of it in Star Wars terms. They would get onto an Empire ship with an Empire commander and try and fly off somewhere in a ship
you're
that
absolutely
is slower
right
than the Millennium Falcon. You'd get in a Falcon and you'd book it.
And I wouldn't get on a ship that's separate from the guy that I just tried to save. I'd risk all of our necks. And he's on a fucking different ship. Now you've got to look after the old doll man that we've got.
Oh, fuck, I forgot
the old doll man.
He's like this big, isn't he?
Yeah, he's currently
a
tiny elf child. Who is at least 1,000 years old. You think? As the Civil Resolve and the Witterquick disembark from the docking bay, you can see the damage sustained to Helios 7 is massive. It's not blown up like the Death Star, if we're staying on kind of Star Wars comparisons. But I would like I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
20.
Yeah, 20. Ina, as the Civil Resolve kind of lurches its considerable frame away from the oxygen field, they used to call it the what do they call it? The phlogiston, they used to call it in old Spelljammer. You look down and you can see Rast Sindral on like an observation deck with his hands behind his back. And he's just kind of looks up at you. You salute him?
Yeah.
He like, you can tell, even though this guy is slick as, you can tell he is bristling as Otua walks back on the deal and you guys boost to the Civil Resolve and you leave them for dead. And really, now that we've commandeered 2 ships...
Craig, honestly, you're a little shit. This has all been you. You made a deal and went back on it, and I got everyone on the wrong ship.
It's fun, isn't it?
This was always his plan.
I think. Well, I'm going to ask you now because really we're going to have a 2-week break, and this is a opportunity to lay up the next arc. You've done the introduction. We did the session 0 was kind of a hot start, but the hot start stayed really hot with the prison break, which was considerable, and it's lasted 3 sessions. So yeah, it's significant. I wonder, can I take you to the Meridian? I can't take you to an overview of the galaxy. If you give me a second. I've still got it. Give me 1 sec. Here we go. Yeah. With me? There we go. So, should all be able to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I will tell you, Helios 7 is the cyan. It's in the same quadrant as Elrune. Is that going to do anything now? Are you going to? What are you doing to me? Sorry, it's a bit large, that, but yeah, that is roughly where you are. That cyan circle just there. Can you see? You can see the grid overlay, right?
Yep.
The grid, each square is a day's travel. Okay. These are the main known worlds. And you can... Oh, shit, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. I'm still on the map player. You can see the territories. So you are kind of... you might remember the dotted red line indicates the old colonial worlds that were initially ruled over by the Astral Ascendancy. Since the sundering of Erindor, the Astral Ascendancy's territory has been vastly diminished, and mostly subsumed by the blue territory, which is Consec. The green territory is neutral, and I will tell you that DD, Talon, and Latch would absolutely be asking you guys in the Witterquick to book it to Ebonreach, which you can see is roughly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days journey away. Way out of, and it is a journey that will take you mostly, if you go directly through Consec space. So having an evasive ship would be, it's particularly useful. You could take longer and go towards Mirakar and then fly through neutral space. It might be less risky, but take longer. In terms of the civil resolve, I have really, it is up to Ina and Kryn. Like, what would they be thinking of? Where would they be wanting to go?
So Kryn would be thinking, well, tell me if this needs to be changed in terms of what kind of thing he would be thinking. But his initial thought is like when he's escaping Helios 7 and he goes for the Consec ship, that gives him the possibility that he might be able to shake, security, get through security checks and stuff like that with just enough of like blagging it on a legit.
You could certainly pose as a regular Consec ship and hope that the civil resolve is not identified or associated with the jailbreak of Helios 7, which news of which will obviously make it round eventually.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is like, I don't know how far it was that place that we stopped on the way where we went to the inn.
The Black Halo.
Yeah. Like if he could go there and get the mechanics to like, change the deed of the shit, like, do you know what I mean? Like paint over the civil resolve essentially. Like,
I will tell you that the Black Halo is only 2 days away here.
Okay. So I'm not saying as a player like that this is what we're doing or whatever. I'm just trying to think where Kryn's head is at. So he's thinking it could also be the Witterquick with us. We could stop there and use their dodgy dealings to like give us enough that we can get to wherever we're going next, or discard one ship or whatever. But he, as Kryn, he just wants to weigh up what are his options in terms of how he's able to operate. But then he's gonna defer to Ina to what she actually wants to do. Like if she wants to go home, that's his directive to take her there safe, and then he just has to work out what the hell he's going to do with his life. So he's just thinking of all these options and what's actually possible, and then defers to Ina, like, which obviously I don't know, that might be a bunch of role play, or maybe Kirsty has an idea of what she would do now. I don't know. Like,
what do you think above the table, Kirsty, that Ina's motivation would be now?
So I think firstly, the first thing that came to my mind was I think she would pretty much try and insist to Kryn that she's not his responsibility anymore, and that she doesn't have to be like his first thought about, oh, we must do this because I'm on this mission. That, I think, died when Elaroon did.
We can definitely roleplay that at some point.
Yeah, I think it's very worth chatting about in character. I don't think she'd want to go home. I think she thinks she's in big trouble at home. So she'd be maybe excited at the idea of going somewhere new. On the run a bit.
Obviously, she's spent a lot of her life kind of cloistered up.
Yeah.
But I'm just thinking, let's think about what you guys know. And this is everybody now. You know that you've been involved in a cataclysmic disaster on Ellerune. You don't know what caused it, but you do know that O2 has seemingly bonded with, or at least O2 knows this, bonded with some being or thing, some intelligence that may be connected to it. We know that Ina has had a psionic awakening at the same time as this cataclysmic event. Has she caused it? We also know that you have liberated Tharival Duskwain, who was present at the time of the first sundering, the sundering of Erendor. The heat is on you because of your escape of Helios 7. So we have some divergent priorities. We have to further assist the prisoners in getting where they want to go, which are specifically Talon, DD, and Latch. They would implore you on the Witterquick to take them to, not necessarily directly, but to take them to Ebonreach. Ebonreach seems to be the place that bonds them together. Whether they're from there, you will have to investigate and interrogate that. Sorry, Gav, what are you saying?
How free are you on world building? Because I have a proposal that I could put towards.
Partially. I mean, I've let you create a planet a few turns ago.
Yes, okay. So on that chain of thought, Selenos Prime as a planet, I envision would be on the map where Brondak, Erendor, and the Frontier all converge on that one point, just on the brink of the dotted line. And that it would be like a Mos Eisley Cantina planet. Because it's on the frontier, yeah, just there. Because it's on the frontier, and it's between two other sectors. So I'd propose that it'd be a like a big market planet, like trade center type of thing. And using my background for Zam, because I am a criminal.
Sorry, remind me of the name of this planet.
I'm
Selenos Prime. Selenos Prime.
Selenos Prime.
Hold on. You bastard. Now, be aware that we're placing it there. It's on the edge of the conflict zone. So it would not necessarily be, very safe where it is.
Yeah, I think it'd have that like bounty hunter element to it. There'd be scrapjackers would come in to get parts and go back and that type of stuff. Mm-hmm. It'd be a bit frontiery, Wild Westy type of thing. You can go for it, Tom.
Oh, go on,
so
John,
I was just gonna first of all, fucking love that. Let's fucking play the next few levels of the campaign on a planet that was created during passing dialogue during combat. That's bad college. That's ace. I love that. But just before we get into the potential decision that we are really splitting the party and doing all this stuff, I just want to ask, is it conceivable that as we're escaping Helios 7 and we're still in this one grid, that we could like have a moment to dock next to each other without having to completely book, just so that we'll have an opportunity as characters to, whilst we're still in this square, to actually role play and talk it out and like...
Yeah, of course, of course. So when two spelljamming ships come, they all have a gravity field, and when you're on this, or the gravity plane, and when you're on the same gravity plane, you basically have this like bubble, and you can be part of the same bubble, in which case you can shout over to each other as if there were two boats kind of tied together on the sea.
Okay, I just wanted to check before we like go into the meta discussion of wherever we're going to go, and then before we know it, we've split the party, not just on two different ships, but on two different sides of the fucking galaxy. So yeah, no, that's cool. Then. Yeah.
To finish my thought, my background criminal, and I have a criminal contact, I would like it to be a smuggler at Selenos Prime, and be able to smuggle. I would say to the three that want to get back to Ebonreach, I know a guy. He can get you home.
So you're going to take them rather than potentially wanting to take them yourselves to Ebonreach, you're going to take them to a courier, a smuggler, even though it's in the wrong direction.
Even if it's not. If it turns out that it's us that ends up taking them, there's better ways of us going through the entirety of the Stellar Concord space. Days and days of travel through there, whereas if we go 1 day south, we're out of their jurisdiction. I'm not saying they wouldn't come after us, but we're not in their space anymore. But if we went straight to Ebonreach, that seems like the stupidest idea ever. Plus, the security specialists on Helios 7 would know where all the criminals are from and would probably go straight to Ebonreach anyway. So
it's the last place they'll think to look for you. We go the opposite direction.
Yeah. If they were going to send out a search party, they send one out to Ebonreach, but we're going the opposite direction. I think it's a good plan.
Okay, well...
And now I'll shut up.
No. So, as you, we can just dip back in momentarily. The one tricky thing for me that's not really, that no one's really mentioned, which I think would be central to whatever your plans are, or certainly it would be central to your immediate consideration, is that you're carrying around this ancient elf who was a prisoner. What the fuck are you going to do with him? What's your idea?
That would be probably the number one reason why we would try and meet up in the same sector before separating. Would be.
So shall we meet at the Black Halo and have a debrief? Okay, we can do that.
That makes sense.
And I probably think that is a good time to start the next session. We will cut it there, and we will meet with the Civil Resolve and the Witterquick docking amongst the defectors, of which now you might have at least one. In the Black Halo, and we will decide how to proceed from there. Just bear in mind the things that I've told you. You've got prisoners with their own priorities. You know, we're talking about Selenos Prime. We've got this ancient elf. We've got the mystery of what happened on Elaroon. We have this strange presence. Things to think about.
So we're getting the heavy role play next time. Yes. Yes, here we go.
2 weeks to warm up.
Yeah.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Kirsty, can I ask if you're okay? Because you look like your head was going to explode when we started getting on different ships. You were just like...
I didn't want to split the party. I don't want to split the party. I don't want to. I don't like it. I didn't mean to get on a different ship. I just followed Crin because he was the first person to get on a ship. I don't know whether I blame you, Gav, or Craig, or just both of you.
I wanted 2 ships. I wanted 2 ships.
You wanted 2 ships, and now you've got 2 ships.
I mean, it's conceivable that we take 2 ships and we go in the same direction and we still stay together.
Sure.
There's a lot of people, you know. Like we'll get to the Black Halo and we'll be reconvened. So
I want to talk to my elf friend and see if he's okay, and see if he's
who the
me
fuck
from
he
the
is.
past.
Yeah.
I'm third on the blame list. O2 are first because multiple things that you did wrong. Crin got on the wrong ship.
I was encouraged. I asked if there was any objections. I was suggested to go and take that ship because I'm the concept guy.
And then I suppose third me, but I told you my thought process. And then fourth,
Hey.
yeah, you're still to blame. You got on the wrong ship.
I'm just a girl.
So far,
I got
so
it.
D&D. Well, yeah, there we have it. Yeah, well done. You survived. So we will meet in a couple of weeks at the Black Halo and see if we can keep the heat off our backs and come up with a next step. All right. Thank you all for joining us. We will see you next time.
Till next time.
Bye.